Welcome back, everybody. We're here to do another fanfic.
What the fuck?
What?
Anyway, welcome back to Fanfic Busters. Today we have a third person.
Hi, my
Yes.
name's Jarek.
Yeah, or
Jarek or Magic, either or.
Yeah. So
I've been friends with these two idiots since middle school.
we're both morons, and for the first time,
Both? I count 3 here.
you two are both morons.
And
I try
you're
not to be.
also a moron.
Yeah, for being here. Anyway, so today we are going to be reading another fanfic. After the last one was a bit of a nightmare,
A disaster.
a disaster, and a nightmare.
A
Yes.
complete fuck
A
up.
catastrophe.
Yes!
So today we have gone away from our usual stomping ground of Wattpad and gone over to Archive of Our Own, aka AO3, to do.
God help us all.
Yes, we are doing another Transformer fan fiction called Nightbeat's Mystery Movie Night by Orphan Account. Me and Peter are both Transformers fans.
I know nothing about them.
We just showed him actually the '86 movie, so that was fun.
So,
Yeah.
long story short, I'm gonna be bullshitting my way through all of this.
Yeah. So this, I guess, yeah. Let's begin. So summary. Nightbeat asks Rewind to showcase one of his favorite old Cybertronian flicks, but something goes terribly awry.
Oh no.
Yeah.
Oh dear.
Notes. This is my first fic and not super great and really immature and babyish, but I had fun writing it, so I'm posting it here in the hopes that maybe someone will have fun time reading it. Edited by myself, so if you spot any typos, feel free to point them out. Enjoy.
And you know what? That's the point. As
There's
long as you're having fun and improving, then you do you.
Yeah, and look at the three of us. We're gonna have fun with this, hopefully.
Yeah, hopefully. I
We
don't
actually-
see why we wouldn't.
Yeah. This was also published in 2015, so this is an oldie.
Fun.
Yeah.
Eamon, I am confused and intrigued as to why you're sitting like that.
Since y'all can't see, he's doing like a Slav squat on the chair.
I like doing this kind. It gives my toes a workout, honestly. Anyway, let's begin.
I mean,
So-
when
Oh, boy.
we were in fucking San Francisco, and he was there, he was all over shit. Like he was on top of railings and fucking
I'm a very physical person.
I mean, I don't.
he was
blame-
up and in the fucking trees.
Peter, I was just sitting on that table a couple hours ago. I understand. Sometimes it's nice to just be on something.
Now let's just begin.
Factual.
Okay.
Yes. Shall I start us off?
Yes.
Tailgate was walking down the Lost Lakes corridor, heading to the bar for movie night. It wasn't an uncommon occurrence, but today it got him a number of glances. Cyclonus was following close behind him. The warrior tended to avoid movie night like the plague. So why did he seem so eager to attend it now?
Wait, hold on. I wonder. So who's? This is Tailgate's line. So who wants to do Tailgate?
Okay, you're both looking at
Diffusion
me, so I'll
of
just use it.
responsibility.
Okay, fine. I'll.
No, I'll do it.
Okay.
You both were looking at me, so I'll just do it.
I was just. Y'all are both in that direction for me, so.
Okay, you just do Tailgate.
The movie's called, I don't actually remember what it's called, but Nightbeat convinced Rewind to play it. Blue Streak didn't really want to watch it, but everyone's getting kind of tired of Earth movies. They're good, but can only watch Earthlings for so long. Unless you're Swerve, I guess.
Tailgate prattled on. Cyclonus nodded as the minibot spoke, occasionally offering a noise of acknowledgement. It had taken a bit of convincing.
I've conceived a new child. I hope you will take him.
Oh, we're off to a great start.
Oh, Lord.
But Cyclonus had agreed to go with Tailgate to movie night. since the movie began being played. I'm fucking having a stroke. Since the movie being played was from the Cybertronian Golden Age.
Oh boy.
With the war and all, not many remembered that the Golden Age wasn't just a great time for science and technology, but culture as well. That during this time period, Cybertronian cinema had been all but forgotten with the war. But some, at least, remembered it. Nightbeat was apparently one of them.
That's actually a really interesting concept, actually. Like, Cybertronians or like Transformers are essentially just like ginormous robotic humans in a way. So it's really interesting actually seeing films. That's actually something that's never really tapped in any media. That's actually really interesting.
Except for an animated, there was that like informational.
There was that,
they were
yeah.
Watching at the beginning.
Yeah, but that was all propaganda.
Yeah,
that was
but
all
it was
Propaganda doesn't count, Peter.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, it is still films though, and I think that still speaks to the culture of the time. And actually they did also have like in one of the almanacs explaining a lot of the lore of anime, they actually said that they have fucking pop stars.
Of course they do.
Yeah.
Yeah, that seems about right.
Mm-hmm.
Does anyone else want to take the narrator role, or shall I continue?
I'll do it for this one.
Alright.
A pair of mechs arrived at Swerve. The pair of mechs arrived at Swerves to find a bit of a crowd already there. It was nothing like the usual business of the bar, or even the usual business of movie night, for that matter. But it was enough people to put Cyclonus slightly on edge. Of course, Swerve, Rewind, and Nightbeat were there, as they were the sponsors of this little event. Blue Streak was there, but he certainly wasn't happy about it. He was sulking behind the bar, and the usual attendees of the movie night, Whirl and First Aid, were already seated. Nightbeat seemed to have convinced his longtime friends, Siren and Hosehead, to show up as well. It was definitely an interesting crowd, if not a big one.
So, Rewind. Is he one of the minis?
He's a small, yes.
Okay, can I take him?
Go for it. Rewind ran over to greet the arrivals.
Tailgate! You brought Cyclonus?
Oh no.
That's cool!
Oh god.
You guys can see wherever. We're gonna start the movie in a little bit.
Oh Lord above, that is not at all. He's like this guy's
You
like
told me to wing it, motherfucker, and I'm winging it.
Holy, God, you thought you were giving me gripes for Starscream's voice.
Yes.
Holy cow.
Because, at least for what I was doing, it wasn't like a cheese grater being tossed, you know, in my
That
ear.
wasn't? That was like, I was being like...
That was more like scraping a fork against a plate.
It's
Yours was more like scraping a cheese grater against a chalkboard.
Really? I kind of...
The difference
I kind of
between-
more thought that you were throwing your like lungs into like a wood chipper.
No, the difference between Starscream and what I just did is that Starscream is grainy.
Fair, actually. Fair. Tailgate went towards his usual seat directly in front of the screen, but Cyclonus headed towards the back of the room, just barely able to see the screen. Tailgate eternally debated for a moment, but went to sit with Cyclonus. Nightbeat sighed. Can we start the movie up, Rewind? I don't think anyone else is gonna come. Nobody appreciates the classic Cybertronian mystery movies anymore. Siren blurted out in his usual fashion. Who wants to do Siren? Who wants to be loud?
Loud?
Yeah, this guy's a talkative motherfucker.
I am thinking. Loud in which direction?
I'll just do this, I'm very worried.
Okay.
They're not that great, dude. The culprits are always too obvious. Remember the unknown processor? It was so obvious that the servo droid did it. The statement was far louder than necessary, given the mech's natural booming voice. Hosehead disagreed with him in his comparative whisper of a tone.
Peter?
You only think it's obvious because you've seen... You've seen Always Them before. You've seen Always Them before.
Always Them before.
No wonder I tripped up on that.
Yeah,
That
that's
was
that's unfortunate.
Yikes.
Nightbeat showed a bunch of...
It's okay. Chill out.
Slow down. Read. Process. Let the words come out. Do not force them.
Gotcha.
You need to reteach this motherfucker English.
Where were you?
Where was it? Okay.
Showed a bunch of them
Showed a bunch of them when you...
to you.
I'm too tired for this.
It is 12:07 in the morning.
Okay. Showed a bunch. Yep. Want me to just take over?
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay.
I don't think I can make it through it.
You think it's obvious
Well,
because
you narrate.
yeah. You can narrate, my dude.
I don't think that's a good idea either.
I do.
Yeah. You only think it's obvious because you've always seen them before. Nightbeat showed a bunch of them to you when you were at the stakeout of Thunderwing's lab. Remember, before he rescued me. I know that was what you watched because of how much you raved about the amazing plot twist for the next Vortex. Nope. I'm pretty sure you're thinking about something else. I hate mystery movies, right, Beats?
Nightbeat ignored the question, prompted Rewind to start the movie. To start. No, rewind.
Yeah.
Rewind
The start to movie. Oh.
Oopsie daisies.
Whoops.
I hope someone got fired for that blunder.
This is a one-man team. They fired themselves.
The little bot took the center stage to give a bit of an explanation of the film before he started it.
Plug your ears.
Fuck off. Okay, upon Nightbeat's request, we're watching a Golden Age Cybertronian mystery movie, Alike in Dignity.
Tailgate noticed Cyclonus' expression change a bit when the title was said.
That's
Tailgate.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's actually kind of weird. Changed a bit when. Oh, I'm gonna reread that actually. Tailgate noticed Cyclonus' expression change a bit when the title was said. Okay, got that.
Makes sense, but you gotta go through it again.
Have you seen it, Cyclonus? The warrior only grunted in response, and his face resumed the usual scowl, but must not have then.
Damn,
He must not have that. He must not have.
God, this is weird.
He must. Yeah. What does he must not have then?
I think it's trying to say.
Oh yeah, he must not.
He
have
hasn't seen the movie then.
Yeah, that's kind of.
Okay, that's a bit of a weird.
I mean, I can't.
It's kind of a
say
runoff.
It's
kind of a runoff sentence.
Bit of a runoff.
Yeah.
All
right.
Go ahead, plug your ears.
No, this is. Hold on. It's. Oh God, this is rewind.
The film was generally poorly received for a number of reasons, including its subpar acting. Fuck off.
Sorry, as someone who loves films, that's just hilarious to me. Oh yeah, this acting, even for Cybertronian standards, fucking sucked. That's really funny.
Its hackneyed use of popular music. I'm sure you've also seen a lot of that, Eamon.
Yes, absolutely.
And it's anti-classist for the time, subtext, but it gained a cult following, especially later, among the early Decepticons.
Oh!
Oh, indeed! That tells us the kind of movie we're going into.
That's not okay.
Yikes!
Oh boy, continue.
And, an Autobot suggested this.
Oh God, I should have thought through this a bit more.
Like most culture for the time, though it was all but forgotten, I personally think it's fun. Without further ado, let's watch the movie.
Rewind took his traditional place in the center of the crowd in order to act as the projector. Oh,
Transformer noise happens.
Yeah, he has a camera literally affixed to his head.
Oh.
Yeah.
Yeah. The lights were dimmed and the characteristic glow of Rewind's projector filled the screen. Suddenly, the room went pitch black. For a moment, the light of the camera was enough, but as soon as that was extinguished too, there was a number of screams. The loudest among them being sirens.
Oh no!
Until Cyclonus had the good sense to hit the light switch.
You want to do Swerve? He's just like kind of a voice. He's just kind of like, just he's a small. You can just like do a small.
Just do
Where
it.
are the snacks?
And tailgate.
Oh,
Oh,
God,
yeah.
I didn't see that.
Where's Rewind? Shouted Tailgate. Whirl spoke up. Oh, Whirl spoke. Ooh, my tongue.
That's okay.
Should I chop it out for you?
You can return to your narrating.
Okay.
You're much better at this.
Whirl spoke up for the first time since Tailgate and Cyclonus had entered the room. Give me a just like one word answer. What would Whirl sound like?
Oh boy, New York.
God, don't ask me.
New York.
That's how a lot of like voice actors like handle his voice actually.
New York is like one of the few
Like
things.
you kind of have to do something like this. Right?
Kind of like this.
Yeah, kind of like kind
Do Australian, but sort of take a bit out of it.
Yeah.
Yeah, okay. Cyclonus probably got rid of everything fun. He wants to ruin everything and make us all into stoic warriors.
Why would I want to do that?
It's like,
Hosehead chimed in, unaware of the infamous rivalry between the two.
What? Who the hell's saying? Oh, that's Hosehead.
Yes.
Sorry, I did. My brain is.
It is 12:13 in the morning. I don't think anyone's brain is really working.
Cyclonus is practically a Decepticon. Decepticons hate fun, so you should probably just ruin the movie out of spite.
I lost where we were. Cyclonus. Ugh.
Cyclombus.
Cyclonus sighed and went to leave, though he didn't actually exit the room.
Why don't you all have Blue Streak put on another film?
Blue Streak's mood was lightened a bit by the statement. Was movie night his once again? Before he could speak, though, Siren called out against him.
You did this! You were all pissed about Nightbeat getting to pick the movie, so you sabotaged it. Snacks and all!
First aid's quiet.
First, you do first aid. He's just
the
a
healthy
sweet lad.
snacks that I brought are still left.
Went unheard. No one cared about the healthy snacks. And honestly, why would you?
I don't know. I mean, they're kind
Who the fuck
First
brings
aid.
celery to movie night?
First aid cares about the healthy
Yeah.
snacks.
Yeah,
Yeah.
but that's first aid.
Yeah.
He's a doctor, I think.
He is. Yes, you got that.
It's
I mean,
pretty
that would make the
obvious.
most sense.
It'd be weird if he was like just like a insane psychopathic warrior.
Not even
warlord.
that, just like, he was like a
Dentist.
fucking accountant.
Accountant. An accountant transform.
Oh god. That's
Blue-
just Rat Bat. I'll explain later.
Okay. Blue Streak's annoyance came back in full force, accompanied by a new anger. He shouted at Siren.
Okay, so
No way in hell I'm doing Blue.
talkative.
One word answer. Again.
Talkative.
Talkative.
He was the chattery character in the movie.
No, no,
That was
no,
Blur.
That was Blur.
No, that was Blur. Yeah, okay.
Blue Streak is.
I can do something sort of similar, though.
Try it. Try it.
I would never do that.
Oh.
I'm a little annoyed that everyone is so readily seem to forget about me, but I wouldn't take advantage of the disappearance of another Autobot. It was probably Whirl who sabotaged it. He just messed everything up for the fun of it.
You really sound like Scott the Woz.
I am going to take that as a compliment.
Okay, then this Whirl.
We had one of you two as well.
Oh, yeah.
I don't remember who.
Hey, I was.
Whirl was cut off when Nightbeat loudly cleared his throat. Everyone looked at him, eager to hear what he had to say about this mystery.
I've been examining the evidence. The door was clearly open, but only for long enough for one small mech to get in and out. Likely rewind. None of the vents have been opened.
None of them are sus. Got it.
Ugh, God.
Yeah, don't worry. I hate myself too.
My theory is that someone tossed rewind out of the room in order to stop the movie viewing, which means the perpetrator is still in this room. All of you are now suspects.
There were dramatic gasps from a number of mechs. Nightbeat's optics happened to fall on Whirl.
Whirl, I'll question you first. You dislike Cybertronian films in general. You were probably mad about the movie not being an Earthling pick. What do you have to say about that?
Bitch.
Fuck.
I say I'm sick as words.
This is Whirl, by the way.
Yes.
Okay.
I just gotta like ready myself.
Okay.
Talking fast is, yeah.
No, Whirl ain't. No, that was Blue Streak that talks fast. Whirl.
Oh shit. Yeah, Whirl was one of you two.
Yeah, again, it was me. I say I'm sick of watching these little little fleshy squirbles squirble around.
Is that racist?
I don't know. Squirrel around as anyone else. Not that I prefer a Cybertronian slagfest, though.
Nightbeat nodded as he listened. The detective kept a neutral face, seemingly convinced by the helicopter's words. Whirl probably wouldn't sabotage movie night just for fun. It was one of the few things he genuinely enjoyed, other than fighting. Without further statement, Nightbeat turned his attention to his friend.
How about you, Hosehead? You're eager to prove yourself. Did you organize this elaborate scheme in order to then solve the mystery? It would certainly make you look impressive.
The red mech got more flustered with every one of Nightbeat's words. He denied the allegation.
Okay. Wait, hold on. I want to reread that. The red mech got more flustered with each one of night. Yeah,
with
okay.
everyone.
Okay, that kind of just sounded weird to me.
Probably because I messed it up like 3 times.
No, of course not. Primus, no. I didn't even think of that at all. I never do something like that. You know me. Oh, it's tailgate.
Oh.
Time to pipe up.
That sounds more like something you'd do.
All eyes fell on Tailgate as the little mech made his damning accusation.
I mean, you like mysteries, right? Did you set up mystery night? That would actually be fun if you did.
Nightbeat patronizingly put his hand on Tailgate's shoulder.
I wish I set this up. Though I'd much rather be the one solving mysteries than coordinating them.
He leaned down to look in the shorter mech's visor.
What about you? You'll do anything to appear cool. This movie was from just before you came online. Did you want to stop the movie from being viewed because you feared it would view waste disposal units unfavorably?
Nightbeat's pointed question and his intense stare almost got to the mini-bot. Tailgate's optics started to fizz a bit, but he stopped himself.
I would never.
Hold on.
I would
Look
never,
how it's spelled. I would.
I would never want to stop my friends from having a fun time. I would never do something that mean. I don't know why that tripped me up. That was weird.
No problem, man.
Cyclonus, who had evidently stayed for the interrogations, swatted Nightbeat's hand off the little bot's shoulder. He added one of his signature glares, just for good measure. The yellow and blue mech...
I'm sorry, I just love that. That's a little bit of character, and I love that.
Oh, okay.
That's like really in character. That makes me happy.
Well, I'm glad you enjoy it. I will take your word for it.
I'm like the only person who's like actually appreciating the attention to detail that they're putting into the characters. It's so. This is honestly.
I'm not as familiar with a lot of these characters, which is why I'm not.
Yeah,
which is why I'm not going into it too much.
As we've stated earlier, I know nothing.
This, yeah, it just makes me this story just makes me personally really happy. This is.
Well, I'm glad, Aiden. You know, the writer accomplished their goal.
In one way, yes.
I mean, what other way is there?
Yes. Anyway, the yellow and blue mech backed off. It was clear that Nightbot wasn't taking this very seriously, and he didn't want to cause any unnecessary strife. But he had more questions for Cyclonus. And you, Cyclonus? You could have had a similar motive. Maybe you didn't want this movie to paint an unfavorable picture of the Golden Age.
Cyclonus didn't visibly react.
I don't care about that.
Fucking edgelord.
I was here to watch a film, just like everyone else.
Not wanting to provoke the warrior, Nightbeat changed the object of his interrogations to Siren.
Siren, you didn't want to watch this movie at all? Did you stop the viewing?
Sorry, I was drinking. Swerve spoke up, having been uncharacteristically quiet throughout the events of this evening. My man, the mic is probably picking that up.
Hey, what? Hey, everyone needs their hydration.
I mean, yeah, but can you hydrate quieter?
No. I start sure as hell, eh? Actually,
Another demonstration.
I feel like I'm incapable of actually like sipping really loudly.
I think it depends more on the bottle.
Yeah.
Anyway, where was I? Apparently just enjoying the show, as well as the final remaining snacks, which were the distinguishedly healthy ones, refined Energon gels that First Aid had brought.
Okay, hold on.
Who's Swerve?
Swerve spoke up. That's you.
Oh.
Yeah.
How could he have done anything when he was so busy screaming? How could anyone have done anything with that racket?
Nightbeat's attention was brought to the snacks, and thus the mech that brought them.
First Aid, eat it.
Before Nightbeat could get out a single question, First Aid confessed.
Oh, is that me?
That is you, yes.
Ah.
Small.
Alright, it was me. I tossed the snacks. I'm sick and tired of you guys eating too much to coming to me with aching fuel tanks. Jesus!
Stop! Slow down. Think.
That's a really weird thing to say though. Like
Well,
like that's understandable that you
I
had
mean,
trouble with that one.
it's definitely like out of the norm, but if you think of it in like human
in
anatomy,
context, yes.
Yeah.
just like aching tummies or whatever.
Yeah, I know. It just took me a second.
Yeah. He directed a pointed glare at Swerve.
I didn't have anything to do with Rewind disappearing. Though, why don't you, calm him? Just ask where he went.
Nightbeat looked a little disappointed. Surprised he never thought of this before, because he's a fucking moron.
Hey, look, this guy's a detective. He's stuck on a ship with no mysteries to solve, to be fair.
That is fair. He thought of that answer early on, but it was no fun.
Case in point.
Yeah, fair enough. He hadn't gotten to solve a silly mystery like this in ages. He sighed and gave in to the medic's common sense and used the ship's communication system to call Rewind's quarters. Chrome Dome was the one that answered.
Rewind? Yeah, he's back here. He's been back for a while now. Said something about Cyclonus not wanting anyone to see the movie.
Oh. Okay. Well, I guess that's mystery solved. Time is...
No!
The attention of the room went to Cyclonus, who might have even looked a little nervous. Tailgate looked devastated.
Why didn't you want us to see the movie, Cyclonus?
The purple mech was more nervous than he had been since before joining the Lost Light. He was more nervous than he had been since before the Dead Universe. Naturally, he hid it behind a stoic words. Do not come out of my mouth correctly.
I see how I feel.
Yes, I do.
Welcome to hell.
Yeah, pretty much. Naturally, he hid it behind a stoic demeanor.
It doesn't matter. Let's just wash it.
He conceded and sat down at the back of the crowd. Nightbeat
Bird. Nightbeat.
Night-
He's like Angry Birds Transformers Nightbeat.
Oh my god. I constantly forget that was a thing. Nightbeat asked Chrome Dome to send Rewind back to the bar so they could finally begin the movie. Upon the memory stick's return, he checked in with Nightbeat, and then went to Cyclonus. Is it really alright? I mean, I understand if...
It's fine.
The warrior's arms were crossed, and he seemed eager to get the whole night over with.
Just start the film.
Rewind reclaimed his usual spot and went ahead with the movie. Nightbeat's affection for the movie was a bit difficult to understand. The movie was a thrilling story with suspense, drama, intrigue, and even romance.
You're really milking this shit.
Yeah,
like if we could describe how much he's milking it, it's like if it's like if you had a dry cow and you were having fun even doing that. That's how much you're milking this.
I very much love doing voices. I can't get enough of it.
Even a romance.
Even romance. If I could roll my R's like that.
Romance. It is so beautiful.
Romance.
Romance.
Sure, it was kind of bad. The oddly well executed mystery element might have been its only saving grace, with novice editing, subpar acting, and terrible singing really stealing the show.
This really just sounds like us.
It really does.
Yeah.
When are we gonna bust out into song?
Give it time.
Oh,
Give
God.
it time.
We do a Frozen RP, or not RP, fucking fanfic next.
Oh god, that would be miserable.
That would be miserable, and I kind of want to put us through that hell.
Okay.
The cliched romance subplot was one of the key parts of the movie, involving a waste disposal unit called Camaro and a high-class warrior named Kicklon.
For the record, Camaro is an actual character.
Is Kicklon?
No!
Damn it!
Cyclonus, is that you?
Primus, it is! Cyclonus, you should have told us you were such a great actor. Ha!
Cyclonus! That's... The warrior sighed, and Rewind took that as his cue to explain. Nova Prime thought it would be a good for the Cybertronian patronism if some of his inner circle put themselves more in the public eye. Cyclonus ended up in a corny movie. It really wasn't that bad compared to some of the others. Actually, you should... How the fuck do I pronounce that?
G-Axis.
Actually, you should see Jax's reality show.
Okay. I didn't
Please tell me that's an actual thing.
No, unfortunately.
Damn it!
You have to draw that.
Please.
I will fucking buy you the new figure of G-Axis if you draw that. It's a good figure. People like it.
You might want to let him see it.
I'll
first,
take
too.
that commission, friend.
Okay, I guess, sure, that's a thing
You
that's
basically
happening.
get a free figure.
Maybe we'll put it in the video later. Tailgate put his hand on the nearly dead from embarrassment mech sitting next to him.
I kind of like it, Cyclonus. You're not that bad an actor.
Cyclonus only stared at the screen, looking about ready to pass out. Tailgate's attention returned to the screen, as well, only to see the culmination of the romantic subplot. A passionate kiss between Cyclonus' character and Camaro, who was the same frame mold as Tailgate. Tailgate immediately looked away, his face turning bright pink.
How can he do that? He wears a mask.
I don't know! How can a robot even blush in the first place?
That is actually a thing in a couple of cartoons.
Okay! I guess. Whirl was the first to poke fun at the two.
Who knew that tall, dark, and horned had a thing for puny garbage butts, other than everyone?
Cyclonus' scowl could pierce through the whole of the ship. Tailgate hid his head in his hands. He, too, was about ready to die of embarrassment.
I honestly forgot about that part.
Nightbeat claimed. Cyclonus got up and left the bar. He really shouldn't even have gone to watch the movie, he thought. Tailgate followed suit, out of both his own embarrassment and a desire to comfort Cyclonus. That was the most eventful movie night there'd been in a while.
The end.
The
Nice.
end.
Ah, this is good.
That
This
was good.
was a lot of fun,
Yeah.
and I would be down to do more in the future.
You got we got. I guess we have another guy in here.
Woo!
We found this one a while ago when we were just like looking up for when we were just trying to find some Transformer fanfics that were good after the last one that we read was a disaster.
I'll see if I can't hop on Wattpad or something.
Wattpad.
Wattpad?
Oh yes, Wattpad.
Yes.
Yes.
Anyway, Wattpad. That always tripped me up.
Yeah.
But yeah, I'll see if I can't hop on, log into my old account I had way back when, and see if I can't find us some fan fictions of some other fandoms, perhaps.
Go for it.
Considering how all I've seen so far is
Sonic and Transformers.
Transformers. We were going to do a Doctor Who and Ninja Turtle one, but that ended up being a bust because fucking Peter couldn't remember his password.
Yeah.
So, you know, and with the metric shitload of fandoms we're all a part of,
There's some shit we can do.
there's some shit we could do.
Going back to this one though, just because we always do an analysis of these, this one, as someone who actually loves the comic this is part of more than HCI, love the characters love the characters that's a part of the story. This got everything down to a T. All the characters were fun. Look, okay, at the end of the day, this just made me happy. This made me incredibly happy.
And you know what, Eamon? I'm glad.
Thanks.
I am glad that you got enjoyment out of this. And quite frankly, as someone who knows jack shit about Transformers, who fucking winged all the voices here, and yeah, it was enjoyable for me too.
Yeah.
I didn't learn a damn thing about Transformers, but hey, I had fun.
Yeah.
I thought it was gonna end with a kiss, though.
It did. It did.
Well, I mean, like between, like right around here.
No, that doesn't happen in the canon for a while, and they don't even kiss. What do you think, mate? We both had like high expectations for this one.
Well,
Yes.
Were
It
your
was good.
expectations met?
They were
Peter?
met. Indeed, they were.
Obviously,
there
Amber's
was
word apparently exceeded.
Yeah. So, yeah, just to reiterate what story this is. Actually, one more thing. There actually weren't that many grammatical errors in this. There were like a couple of spelling errors, but I mean, honestly, this was fucking spot on.
Yeah, outside of the one wood and a couple of the words getting mixed around, you know, you did pretty good.
Yeah, orphan account.
Yeah.
I don't know if you're even gonna like fucking find this at all, but if you do, hey, great job. We absolutely loved it. You made me specifically tremendously happy.
From one writer to another, keep going. You're doing great, and you're always gonna improve.
This was written 7 years ago. They've definitely improved.
Definitely.
Oh,
Yeah, look, 2015. It's 2022, my guy.
well then I guess I'll just go fuck myself.
Yes.
But hey, still, keep going, and you're gonna improve more if you continue writing. I don't know if you are or not. But yeah, keep going.
Yeah.
You're doing great.
So that was Nightbeat's Mystery Movie Night by Orphan Account. We highly recommend it. It's on AO3. Final thoughts, everyone?
You will be selling your soul if you make an AO3 account. Just fair warning.
Okay.
Yep.
And
Sayonara!
bye-bye!
Bye.
Transformers!